Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on this video for some reason, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So, I was getting ready to just strap down and do a nice little reaction session because it's been about a week and a half since I've done any actual recording. I've put out a lot of stuff in the last week and a half, but that was all stuff that I recorded in that last session. And I've run out of things to post, so I haven't posted anything in the last couple of days, but I just got home from work a little while ago, and I'm tired. So I don't feel like doing a whole recording session. So I figured I would at least give you guys a channel update video, give you some idea of what you can expect over the next month and whatnot. I'm off work tomorrow, and I think again at the end of the week. So I'll do a little recording session tomorrow and some more recording towards the end of the week, and put that stuff out throughout the week sporadically. Just really, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to react to. I've wanted to react to for days and days, which I'll get into, but it's like, I'm tired, y'all. I think in the last 3 days, I've clocked 34 hours. This morning I had to be up at, I had to be at work at 7 a.m. And I got home from work last night around 11:30 p.m. So it's just been like back to back, hours, days. So I was like, I'm tired, but I will get to stuff, don't worry. But yes, we've made it to April. The year's just kind of flying by. It feels like it was just not turn of the century, Lord. The turn of the year, new year, whatever, words, and things. But yeah, I don't have too much that I'm gonna talk about, and I'm gonna make this quick so I can go make myself a drink and then, pass out. But first thing I want to touch on is I've got a couple blocked reactions that are like just waiting in the pipeline, because sometimes you guys ask me to react to things, or I might find things that I want to react to myself, and I'm like, ooh, okay, this looks like fun, so I react to it, record it, upload it, and it gets blocked for whatever reason. Well, copyright usually. And a lot of the times, especially with like certain music artists, like I know a lot of the Christina Aguilera music videos that I've reacted to have been this way, and a couple other artists where it's like, it's just something that the people who hold the copyright have it set where it's like, okay, automatically just block if you detect this, so with those, I'll just submit a dispute. Sometimes the company that has the dispute will actually see it and respond and be like, okay, yes, we released this claim and you can go ahead and do whatever. Or they'll be like, no, our claim is still valid. We'll unblock the video so the reaction can still go live. You just can't monetize, which I'm like, okay, as long as my video can be seen, that's all I really care about. Monetization is nice, but like, I just want my stuff to be seen. So those are the ones I like, the ones who get back to me in a relatively short span of time. But a lot of times what happens every time I react to Christina's music videos. It's happened with a couple other artists and whatnot too. It's happened with a few of Kelly's like Christmas stuff that I reacted to, blah, 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 where I'll submit the dispute and it's just radio silence. You hear absolutely nothing. So basically I have to wait out the full 30 days for the dispute to expire. And then once the 30 days elapses, and there's still no response, and I automatically, win the dispute, or, automatically gets unblocked. And it's like, okay, cool, yay. So it's nice that, those reactions get unblocked and I can monetize, like, yay, that's happiness. But it's like, okay, I gotta wait 30 days if they choose not to respond. So I have 2 reactions that are currently in that realm right now. I reacted to the lyric video for Carrie Underwood's recent song, or I don't know if it's a single or not, but Ghost Story, which was also recommended to me by my friend David, who just has a habit of recommending reactions that just instantly get blocked, and their people just don't want to respond to my disputes, so then I gotta wait a month. So he's just got great taste. I mean, he's got great taste, but he's just got uncanny taste in getting me stuff that just gets blocked. So I've got that sitting in the pipeline, and I've also got a reaction to something that one of my patrons sent to me, Ruth, an artist called Years and Years, and their music video for their song Kings, which I love. Had to buy that instantly. But yeah, so those are 2 reactions that I currently have sitting in the pipeline that got blocked immediately, and then I submitted a dispute. So I think those are like 10 or 15 days into the dispute process, and I still haven't heard anything yet. So it's theoretically, as long as they don't come back and say, nope, our claim is corrected, we're going to keep your video blocked, those reactions should be released later this month, within like the next couple weeks or so. So look out for those. Yeah, so those are my blocked reactions. I did put a poll on the community tab of my channel yesterday because there are 2 reactions that I recorded last year, back when I was having some fun microphone issues before I bought the current microphone that I'm currently using, where you can just hear all of my delicious, luscious vocals and all the clarity without, you know, having to potentially worry about it just going wonky. I don't know what the hell's going on with that mic. It might have been my mic, it might have been my camera connection port, I don't know. But I was having consistent audio problems with that microphone, where like the beginning of my reaction sessions would be fine, but like after like an hour or so, there was just this weird echoey, alien-esque, robotic quality that came into the recording and the audio of the recording. It's like, I don't get it. And if I thought about it ahead of time and I paused the recording session, unplugged it, replugged it, it'd be fine for like the next hour and whatnot. But I don't know, think of that. Sometimes I would just hammer through, bam, 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 recording, reaction. So a lot of the reactions that I did that encountered that problem, usually that problem came up towards the end of the reaction video, so it wasn't a huge inconvenience. Like, yeah, it still sucked, but it wasn't a huge inconvenience. But there were 2 reactions that I did where it was the entire duration of the video from start to finish where that audio problem was happening. And it was a reaction that I did to SB19's FanFest performances in 2020, or was it 2021, where they did Go Up, Love Goes, there was a dance break, anything intro or something like that. And then I also reacted to Pentatonix's 90s dance track medley or something along those lines. From what I remember, I loved those performances and whatnot, and that's the only reason I've held on to these videos for the longest time, because I've actually deleted the videos off of my computer and off of my like storage. The only place I have those raw files are on my phone, because sometimes if I'm working a lot, or if I know I'm not going to be home a lot, I'll have the videos downloaded to my phone, and I'll edit while I'm at work on lunch break or whatever, all that kind of stuff. So edit on the go. So I've had those sitting on my phone for the longest time in my photo gallery. So every once in a while I'll be scrolling through whatnot and I'll come across it and I'm like, should I or shouldn't I? Because sometimes I'll think about, okay, maybe I could just like re-record the audio, like dub myself over. But then I remember I tried to do that for one of my reactions and it was a pain in the ass. Like I spent like over an hour trying to redub and make it convincingly sync up with my lips in the video, and I think I might have gotten like 5-10 minutes of footage dubbed, and I was like, oh, I can't do this. I'm exhausted. So I've just had those videos sitting in limbo, like, should I edit them and upload them? Should I not edit them and upload them? Should I just forget about them? Should I re-record the reactions? So I put up a poll on the community tab of my channel, and so far it looks like most people were like, hey, just upload them, it's fine. A little funky audio is not going to kill anybody. There are a couple people who were like, nah, just scrap it. And then a few more people who were like, just re-record it. It's been over a year, or almost a year at this point. And the only reason I would consider re-recording it is because it has been that long and I haven't watched the videos since I did the initial reaction. I haven't watched, back when I was recording those reactions, I was still using my old process where I would just record my reaction on my camera and then upload it and superimpose the video off of YouTube onto my reaction and all that kind of stuff in post-production. Where now I've moved to using OBS and picture-in-picture screen and whatnot. It's a lot easier for my editing process and whatnot. But the old video files, those reactions, don't have the actual video that I'm reacting to in. So even the times I've gone back and like looked at the video to see how bad is the audio in this reaction, I don't actually see what I'm reacting to because I haven't superimposed the video yet. So I haven't seen those performances or those videos since I first initially reacted to them. And I don't remember an abundance about them other than I'm pretty sure I enjoyed them because, well, Pentatonix is amazing. Y'all know I love my SB19 babies. So I'm pretty sure I enjoyed the performances, but I don't remember any details about them. So that's the only reason I would consider like re-reacting to them, because it's been so long and I don't quite remember them. But yeah, so you guys can go to community tab and sound off and just let me know if you haven't already voted, if you would like me to re-record those, or if you'd like me to just upload them as is and, you know, just deal with the audio. On that post in the community tab, I included a link to a reaction that I recorded around that time frame that had those audio issues, so you could hear what I'm talking about. But yeah, go vote, let me know. And let's see. All right, I know I've got my list of things I wanted to touch on. So I know a lot of my reactors, it's been a long week, y'all. It's been such a long week. I know a lot of my subscribers, the ones who follow me for the series that I react to, are wondering, okay, Topher, what series are you going to react to this month? What are you going to get into this month? There's so many that I want you to get into. There's so many that you need to get into. There's so many that you got into back in February and you haven't revisited. And I'm like, y'all, I've addressed this in like multiple videos. There's a video that I entitled "Don't Rush Me," because I don't like being rushed, and when you start rushing me, that's when I want to stop reacting, or I want to make you wait longer. So a lot of people who are in my comment section like, hey, I'm still waiting for your reaction to this, or hey, I'm still waiting for you to get back to this, and I'm here like, hey, that's how you're gonna get me not to get back to it. And then in my channel update video for last month, for March 2022, I specifically laid out what my plan for March was. So it's like there shouldn't be any surprise, but I know there are a lot of people who do not watch my channel update videos. There are lots of people who don't do it, which is why I get these repeated questions. And I either just copy and paste the link to my channel update video or whatever video I addressed it in, or I just don't respond because I'm like, I don't want to repeat myself. I've already addressed this, so I don't know. But what I said in my channel update video for March 2022 is my plan was I wanted to get through, I think there are 4 series or something that I've listed off, like, okay, I'm going to get through these, and then once I'm done with these, I'll pick up on some of the other ones that were on the list that I started back in February. So in March, I got through, I think, 3 of them. I got through History to Right or Wrong, I got through Rainbow Prince, and I got through We Best Love, the first season. So all I have left to get through is Lovely Writer and Manner of Death, which I'm almost done with. I think Lovely Writer, I have like 2 episodes left. Manner of Death, I have a little bit longer. I think I have like 6 episodes or something left of that. But I can get through those relatively quickly. So my plan has always been to get through those series first, and then I will get back to the list of series I started back in February. So once I get through with those last 2 that I have, that is Lovely Writer and Manner of Death, once I'm done with those 2, the series that I'm going to dive back into, in no particular order, are Tarn Type, which I know you guys have been begging me for, My Beautiful Man, again, which you guys have been begging me for, and Cutie Pie, which you guys haven't really been begging me for, but I enjoyed the first episode and I didn't plan to react to it anyway, so I'm like, And then in addition to that, y'all already know I've been waiting the longest time for Kin Porsche to come out, and it has finally been released. The first episode was released yesterday, I think, actually. Yesterday. I was working all damn day, so I couldn't watch it, and I'm too tired right now to sit down and watch it, so it's just gonna have to wait for tomorrow. But yes, I've already seen an abundance of reactions, just like boom, 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 and I'm like, damn, y'all are blazing fast with these reactions, Jesus. And I've managed to avoid going on the Twitter machine, spoilers, because I know y'all can't keep your mouth shut. That hasn't stopped y'all from sending me things in my DMs, or, tagging me in certain things where I'm like, guys, which is another point I wanted to get to, like, y'all, I've talked about it a million times when it comes to spoilers. Even if you don't think you're giving a spoiler, if you're saying like, ooh, I'm so excited to see you react to this because you're good, ooh, it gets hot and heavy, or ooh, it's gonna be super duper sad, or this, that, and the other. Even if it's an emotional spoiler, give me any kind of inkling of what I'm supposed to feel emotionally. Y'all don't understand how much you guys are subtracting from my first time experience. Like, I know the reason you guys are so excited about these reactions is not just me, other reactors that you guys subscribe to and whatnot, reactors that I subscribe to. I know the reason that we're excited to see these people react is because like these moments really resonate with us for some reason or another. And like the first time we saw that, we watched that episode, like it hit us in some way. It was like, oh, sad, happy, excited, whatever. Like it hit us in some way, and it's like, ooh, I cannot wait for this person who I really enjoy to get to that point to see it through their eyes. But when you guys give me the idea of what I'm supposed to be feeling ahead of time, it already plants in my head what potentially is going to happen, and then the experience is ruined. Like, it's happened on so many other series, so many others, and I know there's so many people like, well, just don't read the comments, or oh, just, you know, block this person, or this, that, and the other, you should get moderators. I'm like, I shouldn't have to do all of this stuff. Like, yeah, I don't understand the concept of people who want to watch reactors and then spoil the reactions for them. Like, I don't understand that concept. Like, so if at any point you find yourself making a comment on even not just my videos, just reactors videos in general, for a series specifically, if at any point you find yourself making a comment where you are talking about things in the future of the series, just don't make the comment. Don't make the comment. Right now I'm reacting to episode 2. So in my comment section, I should see nothing but stuff about episode 2 and episode 1. I don't want to hear, you know, ooh, I can't wait for you to get to episode 4, because episode 4 is when this, that, and the other, or episode 4 is when it goes down. Because now come episode 4, I'm expecting all this stuff. I like to go into my reactions without expectations. That's why whenever I'm reacting to a series that's already out, I don't watch the previews for the next episode. I like to just go in blindly and just experience it firsthand. But when you guys give me these sort of quasi, semi sort of whatever spoilers, it's like, well, there goes that experience. So if you guys could please refrain from that in the future, that'd be amazing. If you haven't seen a reaction being released on my channel to a particular series or particular episode, assume I haven't watched it. So don't send me stuff about it. Don't send me video clips about it. Don't send me pictures about things I haven't. Just don't do it. Don't do it. I love y'all. Don't do it. But yeah, so those are the series I'm going to dive into once I finish Lovely Rider and Manner of Death. I'll get back into Turn Type, My Beautiful Man, Cutie Pie, and Ken Borscht just jumps in. I said it from the beginning when I reacted to like one of the last trailers for it, that regardless of when it gets released, it's just going to jump ahead of the line. It's just because I've been waiting for so long. So I'll dive into those later in the month, and I'm excited to see where those things go. Also, since I finished reacting to Rainbow Prince with Psynergic a couple weeks ago, I also put out, not really a poll, but a post on my community tab asking you guys to give us ideas or suggestions for series that we can react to together in lieu of Rainbow Prince. And we got lots of suggestions. There were lots of suggestions of things that I've already reacted to, or things that Psynergic's already reacted to, or things we've both already reacted to. Like I saw someone post, hey, you should react to Guy Saw Polycula. I'm like, y'all, that was like the second series I ever reacted to on this channel. And that's like one of the series that Psynergic and I reference a lot. Like we've connected, we've bonded over that series in Game Boy, so like we've seen it. A lot of you guys recommended Not Me, which I'm like, again, I know it's on my to-do list. Y'all have been antsy about it for the longest, but Psynergic literally just uploaded his reaction to the finale like a week and a half ago. So like, no, we're not reacting to it together. And you know, lots of suggestions like that. But we also did get a lot of good suggestions, a lot of things that excited me, a lot of things I didn't think about. So we've come to a decision on what we're going to be reacting to on my channel. We haven't finished My Day over on his channel yet, so we're going to finish that on his channel, and then we still need suggestions about what we can react to over on his channel, which you can either send to me or send to him, whatever. But as far as what we're reacting to on my channel, you're just gonna have to wait and see. Maybe I've already named it, maybe I haven't named it, maybe it's something completely different. I don't know. You'll just gonna have to wait and see. And then the last thing I want to touch on is some of my music reactions, because I know this is not just a series channel. This started as a music channel. Music is always going to be an important through line in my channel. So I don't have too many things to touch on musically. Y'all know Kelly Clarkson is my queen. She's always my queen. She'll always be my queen. She has the most reactions on this channel, and I'm pretty sure that my channel has the most Kelly Clarkson reactions of any channel on YouTube. If y'all find another channel on YouTube that's got more Kelly Clarkson reactions, send them my way, because they clearly seem like my kind of people, but I'm pretty sure I have the most. I may not have the most views, but I have the highest quantity of Kelly Clarkson related reactions on YouTube. That's the title I'm gonna give myself. If y'all find someone with more, then, you know, go ahead. Like I said, send them my way, because we're clearly gonna be good friends and we need to collaborate. But there's gonna be, I'm gonna try to do a weekly Kellyoke reaction session, because what I've done in the past, at least recently, is like I might go like a couple weeks without one, and then I'll do like 2 or 3, and then I might go like a couple weeks without one, and then I'll do like another 1 or 2 or something like that. So I'm going to try and make it a little bit more consistent throughout the month of April, see how that feels, just so like every week my Kelly Clarkson people are getting fed, because I know sometimes y'all get a little antsy too when, you know, Kelly's not popping up on my channel, which I get. Again, my queen, I understand, and she's slaying the game with all these vocals. So I'm going to try to do a weekly Kellyoke reaction, and that's outside of like any other Kelly Clarkson reactions that may come up throughout the week, because theoretically at some point this album is going to drop. The fans want it. The fans want a single. Eventually music is going to drop at some point. So like, if she happens to release a single at some point, then in addition to the Kellyoke reaction for that week, then I'm gonna react to that single. If she decides that she's gonna perform on The Voice or somewhere else and slay the game, well, then I might react to that in addition to the Kellyoke for that week. So, you know, the Kellyoke is going to just be a guaranteed for the week, whereas any other Kelly Clarkson reactions are just gonna be fun bonuses. We'll see. And then if y'all have paid attention to my channel recently over the last couple months, y'all have seen that I have fallen into this K-pop rabbit hole. There's so many K-pop artists, y'all. So many boy bands, so many solo artists, and it's just like, oh, so much incredible talent. Like there's talent all over the world. Y'all know I spend a lot of time in the Philippines when it comes to musical reactions. I have such a big just craving for just the Filipino talent, because they're so amazing over there. But I've come to realize, like, you know, the K-pop scene it's not just, you know, that sort of bubblegum cheesy pop dance cute. Like, yes, there is a lot of that in the K-pop scene, but like there's so much more diversity than anything I would have expected, and it has just blown my mind. Some of the things there's been some rap, there's been some trap, there's been some sexy sensual R&B, there's been some rock and some alternative, there's been all manner of genre that I've fallen into when I went into this K-pop rabbit hole. And I'm like, Lord, these artists are amazing. So I've reacted to a lot of Stray Kids stuff. I've reacted to some ATs, sorry, force of habit. Some ATs, a little bit of Shiny, and, you know, a couple other boy bands. Lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, boy bands. And like the Stray Kids and SB19 is obviously not K-pop, but they're amazing nonetheless. But they're the boy bands that I've spent the most time with on the channel, and they're the ones who's like, hey, I can look at the bandmates and be like, oh, that's that person, that's that person, that's that person, that's that person. Like, I know their faces, I know their names, I know their voices, and like, I've gotten to know them relatively well. Stray Kids, I'm still getting to know them because I'm still relatively new to their whole world and whatnot, and they have so much content, Lord. It seems like every other day they're putting out something, so I got years and years worth of content that I need to catch up on when it comes to them. But like, I'm at the point where I can look at them and be like, okay, that's you, that's you, that's you, that's you. Okay, you're holding down this part, you're holding down this part, whatnot. So I'm getting to know them a little better. Got a little background on some, ship videos and all that kind of stuff. And my goal with all the boy bands that I've dived into, and there's so many, like eventually I want to get to that level with all of them where it's like, okay, I can look at you and be like, okay, that's that one, that's that one, that's that one. But I haven't really known where to start because there are so many of them. And it seems like every other week y'all keep throwing me like another 5. And I'm like, okay, I'll react to this, but don't expect me to know anybody's name. So I'm just going to refer to them as Mr. Gray Hair, Mr. Pink Hair, glasses, this, whatever, cheekbones. I'll find some feature about them, and that's how I'm going to describe them for right now, because I can't remember names. I'm terrible with names. Anyone who knows me and any of you guys who've followed me for long enough know that I'm terrible with names until I have to use them regularly. So I want to get to that point where I'm using the names regularly and I can assign a name to a face and a voice to a face and whatnot. So this month I want to focus on two of the bands that I've come across and loved recently. And next month maybe I'll pick another 2. And that might be how I proceed. So I'll still react to other bands outside of these 2, but I'm going to have a heavy focus on them. Like I might do some helpful guides, some behind the scenes stuff or whatnot, just to try and get to know them a little bit better. So I'm going to focus on ATs because y'all know how I feel about my baby song, but I'm also trying to give other people a chance, like Sangwa and Woo Young. Those are names. Everyone else's name I don't quite remember yet, but I will by the end of the month, promises. And then also One Wee, who have come into my life within the last week and a half, and I became an instant fan. There's just something about their music that resonates with me, and I just love the alternative rock element and just the artistry. The music videos are beautiful, the vocals are beautiful, and just there's just something about their music that just speaks to me. So I'm like, I want more. So I'm gonna get more. So I'm gonna focus on those 2 bands as far as getting to know them a little bit better throughout this month, getting to know their names, getting to know what positions they play in the band, and all this kind of stuff. And then I'll still do my other reactions to my other bands. Like I said, I react a lot to Stray Kids, and they've got their Ordinary that they released a week and a half ago, and it seems like every other day they got some music video or some dance video or some behind the scenes video coming out. So I got so much stuff to react to from them, so I'll still do that. I still want to do some more Shiny stuff, dive some more into BTS, one Us, who's One Wee's brother band, and yeah, a bunch of the other ones. So I'll still react to the other K-pop people that I react to, as well as my P-pop and all that other stuff that I've reacted to too. But those are the K-pop ones or the bands that I want to focus on this month. And then the last thing I kind of wanted to touch on is way back in the earlier days of my channel, I did some hashtag TBT or Throwback Thursday reactions, where I'd react to just not necessarily older stuff. Some of it might have been older stuff as far as just time chronologically, and then some of it might have been stuff from my childhood that I haven't thought about in forever and a day. And I found myself recently adding a lot of those kind of videos to my upcoming playlist that I just haven't reacted to yet. A lot of Aaliyah has come up on in my world lately. There's been a number of accounts on Instagram that stan Aaliyah, and I see little clips of her singing or little interviews. I'm like, oh, she was so gorgeous and she was so talented, and there's so much just amazingness about her that I haven't even thought about in the longest time, that I would love to go back and revisit. And lots of artists and songs like that, where it's stuff that I grew, I think I found some live performances of Brandy and Paulo doing the live action Cinderella, but performing live, and just lots of just different things, stuff that I grew up with. I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't thought about this in forever, that I would just love to bring to the channel. So that might be something that I'm gonna try to incorporate throughout the month. Yeah, I think I can make that commitment, a Throwback Thursday each week. Yeah. So if you guys like that idea, you guys can let me know. You can put down in the comments here, or leave suggestions for that, or when I do those, you can leave suggestions there too. But I already have a couple that I'm wanting to start with. Yeah, I think that's all that I have written down on my list. I don't know if there's anything else that I mentally have in my head. I talked for a lot longer than I was expecting to. This was supposed to be a quick little, like, 5-minute channel update video. I don't know. I always underestimate how much I can just babble and rant. Jesus, you'd think I would know by now, but, like, literally, my list was this. Well, y'all can't really see. It's too far. Yeah. Focus. Focus. No, you ain't gonna focus. Too bright. Okay, fine. Whatever. My list was short, basically. I had like 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4 bullet points on my list with a couple of sub bullet points. So this should have been like a quick little 5, maybe 10-minute video, but I babbled for the last 30 minutes. So I'm gonna stop talking because I'm tired and I still want to edit this and get it uploaded and stuff. So yeah, like I said, I'll record some tomorrow and a little bit later in the week and get that stuff posted throughout the week. Yeah, but if there's anything, you know, comments, all that stuff in response to anything that I may have asked about or whatever, go to the community tab and vote, stuff, things. And yeah, I'm gonna go to bed soon. Love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.